Carla shoots straight from the hip with what's hot and what's not in the box office, the latest film news, and talent from above and below the line. And let's get into it with your girl right now. This is the Curvy Critic with Carla Renata.
Hey everybody, I'm Carla Renata, the Curvy Critic here in Los Angeles. I'm a huge fan of your work, Ashton and Jeffrey, and of your writing, Mr. Cole. Love you all for a variety of different reasons. I love the fact that, Joe, you put lots of kernels and nuggets throughout the script when you were writing, like one of them where you say slavery taught Black people how to survive, but not how to live. Yeah. And there's another one that you said everyone has a moment when they'll live a great life. So I'm wondering, from all three of you, have you reached that moment in your life where you've had that moment just yet?
It's interesting. My grandma used to say that my family didn't grow up with a silver spoon in our mouth. You know, I traversed the world of this story at different times, as a fly on the wall. But based on our social economic background. But I never once doubted that I would be successful, because part of that was the love of my family. And my mother would always tell me that. And so I feel very, very fortunate to be in a position to even tell stories at all based on where I started from. But I also understand that for me wasn't something where I'm going, oh, I'm never going to make it. I wasn't in the exact same situation that a character like Ashton's character was in, or the characters in that community. So I feel like I've talked around that answer and I haven't really answered it, but that's the best I got.
That's all right. Do you have anything to add to that, Jeffrey and Ashton?
My answer kind of relates to what Joe was saying in some regard, because it's all relative in some ways, but I think there were moments, and it relates to the film, there were moments in my childhood where I found joy and where I found a sense of place, and that was through my family. And there was, and the thing that came to my mind were very specific memories and around the same event. And the event was a thing that would get me up in the morning at 4:30, and nothing gets me up in the morning at 4:30. If I'm barely asleep by then, but 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, I would be getting up as a kid, willingly, and heading out on my grandfather's boat. My grandfather was a waterman or oysterman and crabber down in Virginia on the Chesapeake Bay. And he would, on Saturdays, occasionally, he would take the family out and friends, and we would go out and we would fish until the fish ran out. And those days were perfect in my eyes. And they told me at that time, they kind of programmed me with thinking that I could, we could find place, and we could find joy, and we could find greatness. And so it wasn't defined by accomplishments. It wasn't defined but it was defined by moments like that gave me a window, I guess, of optimism through which to view the world. But it was grounded in the simple things. It was grounded in family,
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, all of you.
To keep up with the Curvy Critic, like our page here, click that subscribe button, and click that bell for notifications. Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all.